Got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
Letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before half for Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. On play action, now Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
And well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Play action. Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, it's Breeze. Going up top. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Get set. 4 down.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning. The turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing now is Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Saints just continue to roll.
I think all teams probably like seeing that.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 42 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. When you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw is Breeze. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We